Tennyson, and we're taking a look at the new schematic block. So here I have a program I wrote. As you can see, we have a main function, and then we have a variable d set to a new drone, and then we have a loop that repeats itself 10 times, in which the drone is moving forward 4 blocks, and then we're using the paste schematic block, and we're passing it a string, linksbro / glass tree, and the location of the drone. Now let's take a look at the JavaScript. So this is the JavaScript it generates. As you can see, that schematic block is just one line of JavaScript. So let's see what it looks like in game. So I already have my mod book in game. I'm just going to right click to run, and this takes a little bit to go into the world, but as you can see, it's generated a forest, well, a line of glass trees, exactly 10 of them, and so this schematic block lets you save world edit schematics, which are basically pieces of the world, and lets you use them in your code. So as you can see, I ran the mod a bunch, and here's a forest of the same tree. So here's me building another tree. This time it's a bigger tree, and I'm going to show you how to save a schematic so you can use it in your code. So once you have your object built, you're going to want to select a cuboid region around it. Now you do this by getting the wand by typing / wand. This is the world edit wand. And then you're going to want to select 2 opposite corners of a cube that surrounds your object. So I'm using some scaffolding blocks here, leaves, and I'm selecting one corner of the cube. And as you can see, it says the first position has been set. And then I'm going to go to the opposite corner of the cube, which is going to be at the bottom. And I'm going to make sure to select the block above the ground so I don't get the ground. And now I'm going to make my... So the selection is set right now since we have the first and second position. So I'm going to demonstrate that by doing set grass, which is something you would normally do with world edit. So now I'm going to copy the selection using / copy. And this copies this cuboid into my buffer. And just to show, I can do / paste, and it will paste the object. So now I'm going to do the command, which is / schem save big tree. You can do / schem or schematic. Schem is just a quick way to do it. And then save, and then the name. So I'm using big tree as the name. So let's try something with that new schematic that we did. Let's try to build a random forest of big trees and the smaller tree that we saw earlier. So I'm going to use some loops, some logic and math blocks. So I'm going to grab the is/even block from the math section and the if block from the logic section. And as you can see, I'm adding an else. So we're basically going to randomly select whether we want a big tree or a smaller tree. So I'm using a random integer from 1 to 100, and I'm checking if it's even to use the random number generator. So here we are in game. That's what one line of it looks like. As you can see, it's pretty randomly chosen whether to be a big tree or small tree. So now I'm going to run the mod a bunch of times, and we're going to wait for those to pop in, just a few seconds, and there they are. And as you can see, it's quite a random distribution of the big trees and small trees. So that has been the schematics block. So have fun.